In the self-improvement world, we're always talking about, what's the next thing we should do? We should be meditating. We should be eating the right foods. We should be hitting the gym. We should be making money. We should be making content, reading a book. There's always something productive, something that needs to be done. The problem with this is that when you make self-improvement the main thing, when you make it the purpose, you actually end up hating yourself. And I'll tell you why. There's two cycles that everyone goes through. Everyone goes through these productive cycles where they're doing everything right, everything's making sense, they feel like they're Kobe Bryant, whatever it is. And then there's the inevitable cycle of destruction where you just completely go in the opposite direction. This is where you eat McDonald's, you play video games all night with your friends. You're literally a completely different person. It's as if you're possessed, and someone's taking over your body. And there's a reason for this. We ignore our primal brain too much. So when we're in the self-improvement cycle, we tend to forget that we have a primal monkey brain, and this primal monkey brain actually needs a bone here and there. So this is how it works in your brain. Your primal brain, your monkey brain, all it wants to do is bust a nut, play video games, and just kick it, right? Where your rational brain, it's still new, it's still developing, right? All that wants to do is the self-improvement shit. In your brain, there's this constant tug of war between these two things. So when you completely ignore one of those sides, what happens is that you end up hating yourself and you go to the other extreme, inevitably. It inevitably happens to every single person. There's no person out there on YouTube or any, guru out there that is perfect. Everyone behind that camera on YouTube is selling you a lie in self-improvement. Because they're all going through the same shit. Everyone here experiences the same problems, okay? So you actually don't need self-improvement. You need self-destruction in your life. And what I mean by this is through these cycles of self-destruction, you learn the most about yourself. Whenever you take an L in life, brother, this is when, if you self-reflect on it and actually learn from it, bro, this is where all the fruits are actually harvested. So I'll give you an example. 2 months ago, I was going dead broke. And I've always been a guy that had the identity of a financially stable man. And when I was going dead broke, it's because my dreams weren't, coming alive. My plans didn't, come to plan. And inevitably, I hit a wall. And when I hit that wall, I experienced a self-destruction where I was panicking. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was really scared and I ate myself up from the inside out. But I learned so much from myself, and I actually, in 2 to 3 weeks, I think in 2 weeks actually, I got myself from going dead broke to making almost 10K a month potentially. And I know that sounds crazy, but this is the shit that you can learn from self-destruction. When you're really down bad and there's nothing else that you can latch onto, this is when you learn the most about yourself. So it's important in your life to self-reflect on your highs and your lows, but don't be fooled by your highs because you're inevitably gonna hit that low again. So, I hope that humility teaches you those lessons when you're low, because it taught me that lesson. Now, I'm entering a stage in my life where I'm working 2 jobs. I have to learn French as a language for one of those jobs. I'm hitting the gym 4 to 5 days a week still. I'm doing a lot on my plate. I have a relationship. There's a lot going on, right? But the problem is, one of them or multiple things have to give out, right? So I was being hard on myself because my eating habits weren't as good as it was before. I'm not as productive as I used to be because I'm working 2 jobs. That is a product of my environment. So putting that extra shame and judging yourself on top of what's happening around you, your circumstances and the logistics around you, that's not fair to you. So that's actually my next point. You can't fight circumstances or logistics. So I don't know if you ever watched the movie Dunkirk, there's this quote that says, survival is victory. And this is my motto for winter. I'm entering a Canadian winter where there's nothing to do. All you can do is hit the gym and work really and spend time with your family. Other than that, man, I'm just trying to survive. I find comfort in food. That's how I cope with my life. Everyone has their own cope. And by the way, we're all coping. We're all coping in one way or another. So I actually look at self-destructive as just as productive as self-improvement now. So now instead of feeling bad about myself when I'm eating food or getting fluffy again, because I might be getting some layers of fat, I don't feel bad because I know this is my circumstance. I know it is what it is right now. I decide that the previous Issa 2 months ago, decided that what's the most important thing right now is like grinding these 2 jobs, saving some money, and just maintaining whatever I can with the gym and the other areas I spoke about. And bro, whatever happens, happens. Just accept it. There's no point in putting that extra judgment on top of yourself. So look at your self-destructive phase just as productive as your self-improvement phase, because you need both of them in life. You learn from both of them. And I personally don't think self-improvement, like meditating and all that, yeah, it'll help you, but I don't think it'll help your real problems. None of your real problems will be solved, and that's the truth. So basically, I'm accepting that I have fucked up things inside of me that I just can't get rid of. And as a masculine man, that curse will never be lifted. And I believe this curse is also a double-edged sword, because this curse keeps you going. When you feel bad about yourself, that's one thing, but putting judgment and shaming yourself on top of it, it's not going to do you any better. So that curse, it keeps us going because this is our potential. As long as you have a masculine drive, you're going to feel shitty about yourself. So don't obsess about self-improvement. Don't make it your personality. Don't look at these self-improvement YouTubers, including myself, as like gods or people that have it figured out, because we don't. It's not like that. All these people are selling you a lie. And you might be asking, why am I making this video? Honestly, bro, I make these videos, and I'm going to be honest, I make these videos for myself because every video is a lesson that I'm conceptualizing in my life. So like I said, I'm going through a Canadian winter. I'm going through all these different things. And I was like eating myself, self-destructing again. Then I realized, okay, why am I self-destructing? And this is something that made me more wise. And I'm passing it on to you guys so you can maybe learn from my mistakes and from my own documentation. So that's actually all I have for my video. I hope you found value in it. From now on, I know I've been MIA. I've been posting like once a month, where I used to post like once every 2 weeks minimum. So again, I'm really busy with everything. But from now on, I just want my videos to be as authentic and real as possible. I don't want to put a facade for you guys anymore. I don't want to like do things for the numbers. Sure, I want to make 6 figures from my channel maybe in a couple years. Of course, that would be amazing. That would change my life. But I'm not going to make that the priority anymore like I used to. I used to grind YouTube like it was like the main mission. Fuck that shit, bro. Now I'm going to focus on myself. Whatever is important in my life right now, that's going to be my main thing. And YouTube's going to be the secondary thing I bring that on to. So if that's something you vibe with, cool. I really appreciate you as a subscriber. I like all the support and positive energy I get from the channel. You guys are amazing. You guys have been DMing me on Instagram asking where I am, which is like really cool. I'm like, these guys actually care about me? Damn, I don't even care about myself. But anyways, I really appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.